Did my daughter drown, or did something happen to her? And there was no. She had to go get the phone. Nolan's mama didn't go get his phone. It was one of the other black kids' mom, who his phone was left on the boat too, went and got her son's phone and Nolan's phone. It's from my understanding. So it wasn't a situation like that. It wasn't like that. It didn't appear to be like that. It wasn't like this, we gotta track his phone down. I mean, so I wouldn't be, these are my kids' friends. So I just want to know what happened before I accuse. Like, why they not accusing his black friends? His black friends were there too. One of his friends had his phone on the boat too. Why they not accusing his black friends?
We do.
That's why you don't accuse people, man. You just go and just see what happened, man. Like my son was killed, my oldest son. If he got killed hanging out with some of his friends, I wouldn't jump to, oh, cause they white. But let me figure out what happened first before I start blaming people, because I could be leading myself down the wrong path, getting emotional and blaming. Let me see what happened. Okay, what the authorities say? Appear to be foul play. Okay, well, what these boys got to say, man? I want to talk to these boys. Oh, they don't want to talk to me? Okay. Then my suspicion is going to go up. But then again, I'm smart enough to know, oh, are they getting death threats? People accuse, okay, I see why they got lawyers. Well, let's get together. My lawyers and your lawyers get together and let's have a conversation, and it won't be public, right? We'll sign an NDA or whatever that we can have a conversation about this, and it won't be public. Something. Like, I wouldn't just jump to conclusion saying that somebody murdered my son and I ain't got no evidence, because that's not doing him justice. It's not doing his friends justice. And it's not doing the world justice. If I'm just going to automatically say the cops must be wrong. That's not fair. That's not reasonable.
Well, obviously, it's murder.
There's a 911 clip on X that someone said, check his chest. I just don't find that to be a credible audio. You know, people can doctor audio and all kind of stuff. I don't find that to be credible. You know, I just don't see that if Nolan was having a medical emergency or something, he's on the boat, why would they be calling authorities and telling authorities we need help? You know, it didn't make sense. We need help because our boat is sinking. Why would they be screaming, Nolan, get on the boat? And he never got on the boat. Unless people saying Nolan got on the boat. Well, if Nolan got on the boat and they drove a mile out off the water, he wouldn't wash up. He wouldn't wash up on Horn Island. He wouldn't. He just wouldn't be able to wash up there. You know, that wouldn't make sense. You know, and if you try to hide somebody's body, man, you know, you're going to throw them on the other side of Horn Island, where they'll go out in the ocean never to be found again. I mean, you're talking the Gulf of America. I went out there. I was on a boat going out. It took us like 20, 30 minutes to get out there. You riding over miles of water. These boys go fishing. They go in that water all the time. Man, if you want to hide somebody, you throw them in the middle of the ocean. I don't know, 5 miles away from the Horn Island. Like you wouldn't throw them. Anyway, let me not say, because people just, anyway, good question, but that's the answer.
You're a clown, man. You're a clown.
Is it true messages and other things were deleted out of Nolan's phone? If why don't you find the suspicious? There's no evidence that nothing was really deleted out of their phone. Let me tell you what the family did and what Crump them did that I think is wrong. If in fact the way I'm reading this is what happened, they didn't say initially that things were deleted. They said there was no pictures in his WhatsApp. I mean his Snapchat. Just because he didn't take any pictures don't mean somebody deleted it. Like, and you know, let me just put this in perspective for you guys. Like, think about this. If these boys were so calculated that they wanted to kill their own friend, why would they give the phone back to his mama? Why? They just throw the phone out in the ocean. Never to be found again. Break the phone, smash it up, throw it in the ocean. You telling me that these boys killed their friend, kept his phone, and then gave his phone to their mama? I mean, at minimum, if they had his phone, they would have never gave it to her. If that was the case. And this is just my opinion. I don't know that to be true. But so that's all I'm saying, man. I just, the boys told me ain't nobody went through his phone, nobody deleted nothing out of his phone. They don't have a passcode on his phone. So they couldn't even get in his phone if they wanted to. So, okay, I want to know, did his phone have a passcode on it? Because if his phone had a passcode on it, then we have another dilemma. Did they know his passcode or did they not know his passcode? But the mama and them didn't mention a passcode. And so anyway. Can you address the photo on the boat that's being towed? I can't verify that photo, and the photo doesn't make sense. There's no timestamp. How do they know whose boat that is? And how do they know who's actually on that boat? Those are things that's the things that's like, well, why are people circulating a photo that don't have a timestamp on it? Where did the photo come from? Somebody said Face ID lock. Well, he's supposed to be. How would they unlock his phone if he's in the water? Dead in the water with a Face ID. I mean, y'all going too crazy into like some super conspiracy. Like, there's no signs of foul play in the autopsies. Oh, anyway. I don't know what you're saying. You said I posted a photo. People are making. I've seen people make fake videos, fake everything. Wait till the evidence come out, man. If something was deleted from Nolan's phone, the authorities will know for a fact what is deleted from his phone. They know you can't delete stuff from a cell phone. They do a forensic extraction of the phone. They're gonna find everything in your phone that you ever had. There's no such thing as deleting things from apps or phones. It does not exist. You cannot delete things from your phone. You cannot delete things from your app. You cannot delete things from Snapchat. Now, you can't see your Snapchats, but Snapchat can see Snapchat. I want y'all to know this. If you chapping and something happened, the authorities can pull up your Snapchats. They got the data saved. Snapchat does. So if they want to get whatever you want to do on Snapchat, they can extract it. All they got to do is get a search warrant, Snapchat, they got all your snaps from the beginning of time. Your phone, you can't delete text messages out of your phone. Your phone just rewrites a script. When they go in the phone to do a forensic extraction, the extraction can see what's under the script that's been rewritten. So if they did delete stuff from the phone, we'll know. What's somebody talking about sending somebody our house, baby? I didn't see that post. I just want you to know, don't play no games with us. You come to our house, you're gonna die. It ain't gonna be no talking. It ain't gonna be no yelling. It ain't gonna be no screaming. It ain't gonna be no protest. Any one of you come to my house, if you can somehow find where I live and get past all the security, you're gonna die. And I'm gonna put you on Instagram. I just want you to know that. I'm gonna put you on Instagram. I'm gonna put you out there. I'm probably gonna get banned, but I'm gonna let the world see you laying there. And hopefully you have your last words that I could put on camera. You ever try me, I'm gonna kill you. It's not gonna even be a question. It's not gonna be no talking. I just want people to know it's not a game out here. There's no talking. There's no arguing with me. You approach me in public, you're gonna get hurt or killed. One of the two. And I just want people to understand that this ain't a game. This ain't the internet. I'm not playing with y'all. Don't let the internet fool you. Don't do none of that crazy stuff. You show up and pull up on me. You want a problem. I'm not talking. It's action.
But you talking with a white
I just want you to know. And then to prove that I'm not playing with you and to show all your friends that I'm not the one, I'm gonna put you on Instagram live.
But you talking
So
with
just don't play games. I just want you to know, because this ain't a game out here.
We're
not playing.
He's willing to killing them black folks.
And my security ain't playing either.
But he willing to compromise with the white
They done been there and done that. So keep on playing. And that's what's gonna happen.
he wants to kill them black folks, but he ain't killing them white folks.
But anyway, I ain't worried about y'all doing that.
He's a police officer. Well, what do you expect? He's a police officer.
Y'all be on the internet. This is a real life, though.
And we're gonna see your demise, bro. We're definitely gonna.
That's real life, dude. I used to do this for a living.
We gonna see.
I done been in and out of situations for a living. I want y'all to know that.
That doesn't mean you're.
So it ain't no problem for me to take action.
That doesn't mean you.
I ain't even talking about my security.
You ain't have no security, man.
You know, I ain't gonna even mention that. Let's let that go.
You know you don't have no security, man.
Let's see.
You don't have no insecurity. And
just so y'all know, I do have full-time security.
No, you don't.
So
see, he's hearing me.
You take an L, and I'm gonna laugh at you too. I ain't gonna feel no sorry. I ain't gonna feel no mercy.
My nuts, eat my balls, my dick.
What was
my drawers.
Somebody had a good question in here.
You're a waste man, Tatum. Gotta make a song about him like what the rapper today I saw.
What if I show up with bourbon and cigars? Then maybe you'll live, all right? Maybe if it ain't verdict, then maybe you won't. You show up with verdict and some cigars, then we can talk, brother. All right, let me get my butt off here, man. I really, these never go the way I want them to go. I want them to be succinct and answer questions.
You are a hypocrite.
I don't know why his mom and them didn't talk to these boys, man. Like, they showed me text messages them reaching out to her, and she didn't even respond to them. You know, like,
doesn't matter. That doesn't matter.
I don't want to believe that Nolan's mom and them is just another racist drifters, and I'm not saying that they are.
You want to believe?
It's just that I just don't like. I just don't like how this ended up transpiring, and I feel like it never needed to get to this point.
You do believe that
it never needed to get to this point, man. It's not right. I'd never do this to my son. Got white friends. I would never do this to his friends. I would never do this to my son's friends.
It's not about what you would do to them.
I'm gonna get to the truth first.
Yeah.
Before I put these boys out there like they kids too.
What is the truth? How do you know?
They kids too, man. He loved them. Would Nolan want you to do his friends like that? No evidence. You just looking out for yourself, and you got these boys out here getting death threats. When you can go online right now and say, y'all need to slow down.
Simple logic.
These boys were Nolan's friends. Let's let the evidence present itself, and then we'll have justification.
What's going on?
If they have anything to do with it, they're gonna go to prison. But slow down. These boys were Nolan's friends. I never do my boys' friends like this, man. I just wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do nobody like this, man. Unless I got evidence that you're doing something shady, I'm not putting you out there like that. I wonder is that girl Katie gonna reach out to me? I want her to get her side out there if she didn't do nothing, because to me the most suspicious person in this whole thing is Katie. I'm just saying, but if she didn't do anything, then let's put you out there and get your name cleared. But like, she the last one that saw him. Really, the boy, his friend saying, bro, he was kicking it with this chick that he ain't never did. First time he ever met her. First time she ever met her. He ever met her. Like, wait a minute. So he kind of been last seen with a chick that he ain't never met before. All right, I'm gonna get up out of here. I got stuff to do today, man. I got a lot of fun to have today.
Get the F off my phone, man. You know you a.
I tried to talk to. I would love to talk to the family off camera. We ain't even got an interview because some of the boys I talked to they didn't feel comfortable interviewing. But I talked to them and they gave me their stories. But I love to talk to Nolan and their mama because let me tell you why Benjamin Crump won't talk to me, and then I'm gonna get off here. Let me tell you why Benjamin Crump's team do not want to talk to me. We don't have to interview. But I would ask questions that Benjamin Crump and them don't have, and it's going to make them look bad. I would ask the question of Ben, like Benjamin Crump, what evidence do you have that this was race-related? Oh, you don't have any. Okay, let's move to the next one. Why did you talk to these boys or not? Oh, you didn't talk to the boys. Did you talk to their lawyers? Oh, you didn't talk to their lawyers. Why wouldn't you talk to their lawyers? I'm telling y'all, Benjamin, see, I wouldn't question the parents on camera. I would let them talk and say their side. And I'll have some follow-up questions for them and whatever, just like I did Warren. I wouldn't press his parents. I'd press Benjamin Crump if it was necessary. I'd press him on this stuff. Because I'll ask him right away, like, Ben Crump, what information do you have that's not public? Did you talk to Katie? Oh, you didn't talk to Katie. Did you talk to, did Nolan have a lock on his phone? Okay. Well, also, Ben Crump, can you show me what you think was deleted from the phone? Because then I could ask Warren, bro, pictures, this was all deleted from his phone. But y'all know they don't want to go that far because they really trying to paint the picture so they can do a money grab. They doing a money grab, man. They doing it in Madison right now. He up in Madison right now at a press conference. I'm like, bro, they barely put Nolan to rest, and you did an autopsy, and the next day, 2 days later, you had another event. I'm going to say this and I'm going to get off here. Y'all, the grift is real. I know they grifting, man. You can see it a mile away. You're like, bro, why is everything got to be about race?
We know you're a cloud chaser. We know.
Why everything got to be about race, man, when you ain't got no indication that it was about race?
You're a cloud chaser.
Why nobody talking about the fact that Nolan, most of his friends were white?
You're a proud slave.
Like, clearly Nolan wasn't cared about race.
You're a house slave.
Nolan didn't think these kids were racist.
You're a jail rat.
They were Nolan's best friends. He hang out with them all the time. They got all kind of pictures. Prom, Nolan all around these kids all the time.
You're a beach.
And the other black kids are also with those kids. And nobody thought they were racist.
You're a snitch.
But Benjamin Crump done put these boys out there and made them look like they racist for some reason. Jussie Smollett. Benjamin Crump them out there with Jussie Smollett. I got beat, MAGA. It's MAGA country. Made it the whole thing up. Bubba Wallace. There's a noose in the garage in NASCAR. I'm thinking, first of all, who cares? Second of all, I'm thinking a big full-size noose. The noose they talking about is this big, and it's a trap that you pull the garage down manually. And what they gonna hang a rat? You going all this stuff in a noose this big. Bro, get the out of here. Lying, pushing racism. Y'all, America is so not racist as a whole that people gotta lie about racism. George Floyd, that had nothing to do with racism. There's no evidence that they're racist. It's a bad cop. And then George was high on drugs. You put those two together, they have nothing to do with race.
This nigga, somebody showed him.
None of these cases had anything to do with race. But y'all, it's easy money. None of these police shootings that I can think of had anything to do with race. It's either a justified shooting or a bad cop. Let me give y'all a secret about police. Bad cops are bad cops to everybody.
Shut the this
A
nigga.
cop that will shoot
This
Laquan McDonald
this yeah.
12 times before he hit the ground when he wasn't really a present threat. That cop was a bad cop to everybody.
You are a bad cop. You are a waste man.
Y'all crazy to think a cop is only bad to black people but nice to white people.
You are a waste man.
No, bro. Bad cops are bad cops,
That's
bro.
no...
Aggressive cops are aggressive cops.
You're a liar, man. You are a liar.
What's up, Brad?
Talking about you sharing secret. Get off the internet.
Bad cops are bad cops, bro.
Get off the internet.
Like, we all know them. I work with a couple cops that I wish they'd have got fired. Now, they skated through without doing nothing criminal. But some of them were bad, bro. They were bad. They would always get into fights. They were rude to people, cutting corners, doing shady stuff here and there, and always get caught right away.
Look, and
it's not easy to fire cops sometimes, which is a good and bad thing. It's a good thing when a cop doing the right thing and
body
so
language.
They don't just get fired but it's hard when the cop is bad.
Yeah, you're stuttering.
Let me tell you this, bro.
Look,
this is the honest to God truth on my life.
He's lying.
Cops on the police department that I work with, when I say bad, meaning they were rude.
So lie.
Always get into fights with people. If you give them a chance to put their hands on you, they going all out.
Rub your eye again, man.
They secretly doing side investigations and stuff. One of them got caught, thank God, with a dirtbag. You know, they doing all this stuff.
And you never helped to catch the dirtbag. You never helped to catch the dirtbag.
They're narcissists, dude.
You never helped to catch them.
Nobody really flew with them like that.
But you don't help to...
Like, I don't want to name them out, but like, there was a girl cop that I work with.
You don't want to
I don't know if she had PTSD from the military, but she was just aggressive.
You love to protect criminals.
Just MFing people, just rude for no reason.
White cop.
Cussing at people, rude.
You protecting white cops.
And she be the one that the people fight. Because once you can only disrespect somebody so much before they want to fight you. And then you think nobody liked her. Nobody really liked her. She was rude to everybody. It was just this, nobody wanted to bake her with her. Nobody really wanted to fool with her like that, man. And another cop.
That's bush, man.
He hated me most of my career. And then he kind of came around at the end. I don't know if he had some racist animosity towards me.
This nigga is...
But he was not a fan favorite of no cops. He was not a fan favorite of no cops.
What is all this story you telling?
You know what I'm saying? Everybody knew he had an attitude. He was rude.
What's the purpose of this?
He just grumpy all the time. He's just like, man, nobody want to be around him. He had a couple dudes that were close to him because they kind of knew him personally, but like on the police department, nobody wanted to fool with him like that, man. He had his time. Me and him had moments. We had an officer. He ended up getting his life together, but he went through a period of time after he ended up shooting somebody, justified. And it kind of made him spiral, man. He got a divorce. Me and him almost fought in the briefing room. And, me and him almost fought in the briefing room and everything. And he got into it with some black people. And, I don't think he was a racist at all. But he did get into it with some black folks where he was aggressive. Unnecessarily. And you know who hemmed him up on the scene? One of the SWAT commanders grabbed him. I saw it happen. One of our SWAT guys grabbed him by the neck. Let me tell y'all what happened. Let me tell y'all how it happened real quick. So we got this call of, let me see if I can remember what the call was. I think it was like some dudes outside of an apartment unit either fighting or doing something. Now, you never go to a call by yourself because it puts you in a bad situation where you may have to take aggressive action unnecessarily. So he goes to the thing by himself. He's engaging with the two dudes at the front door that was apparently fighting or being loud or something. And one dude had a prosthetic leg. And from what I heard, he told the dude, get on the ground. And the guy was like, I can't. I got a fake leg. And allegedly, he pulls the guy to the ground anyway. Which is quasi, I don't know the situation, but it seems a little extra. So when he pulled the guy to the ground and the commotion is going on outside, he's actually in front of the unit where like 20 people at. And so grandma comes out of the door first. He pulls a gun and points it right at her head face. Now, he has a reason to be justified in threatening deadly force because now he's in a fight with two people, but also now 5 or 6 people starting to run out the house at him, and it's only him by himself. But, bro, you should have never been in that situation in the first place. So now he in a situation where he a white cop pointing a gun at the face of an old lady. And so then officers begin to pull up while he's in this position. Where he got the gun on the lady, and these dudes are scared of him, and everybody's coming outside. And he's losing himself, dude. He's just screaming, get on the ground, mother, he's doing that. So a bunch of us get to the scene, we take over, and because he's losing his mind, one of the SWAT guys grabbed him. And he grabbed him and pulled him off to the side and cussed him out and ripped him a new one because he shouldn't have went there by himself and he shouldn't have been pulling a gun on grandma and acting a fool out there. He ended up getting help. He ended up getting some help. He ended up, I think he was struggling, man. He had a hard time after he killed that lady, which was justified. But when you kill somebody, it haunts you. And then he got divorced and everything. So he was kind of bringing his problems on to work. And me and him almost fought in the briefing room. And I would have worked him, bro. I'd have worked him in
Get the F out of here.
I would have worked him. But, they end up breaking it up. So you can tell he was spiraling out of control. The police department handled it immediately. They brought me in. They brought other people in because he got reported to internal affairs. And, we were honest, man. Like, look, man, he's spiraling. He needs some help. And he ended up getting the help he needed. He ended up getting counseling. They gave him some time off. He came back. He got remarried. He was a different person. So sometimes people be messing up. Sometimes they're good people that mess up. One of my FTOs, he was just burnt out. So his temper was short. So he wasn't necessarily doing nothing wrong, but his temper was short. So you say the wrong thing, he's just sick of people. You know what I'm saying? It's just every day for 20 years, people lying and doing all this, man, you get sick of people. And you can't go nowhere else. You've been doing this your whole life. So you got to get to retirement. You're like 2 years from retirement. So sometimes cops get burnt out too, man. So, and then you go and lie to them and they take it personal. You know what I mean? So I get it, man. So it's a lot of dynamics to it, man.
You're a waste man.
But most cops are normal people, dude.
You're a waste man. Waste.
Most cops don't want to kill people and none of that, man. It's too much. It's too much drama.
You're a liar, man.
Most cops don't want to pull you over.
This guy's a piece of
shit. They ain't what we technically they ain't what we signed up. We didn't sign up to have to kill people and stuff, man. We signed up just to keep the peace. To go and stop people from hurting each other and investigating stuff when people do mess up. We ain't show up to kill people, man. I didn't want to fight people when I was on duty. I really didn't want to, but they made me. You feel me? Like
they made you.
When you fighting, and I got the probable cause to arrest you, and you want to fight me. Well, you still got to go to jail at the end of this, so I got to put my hands on you. When you pull out a gun, I never had to kill anybody, thank God. But you pull out a gun on some police officers, bro, you're going to get smoked. I don't know what you're thinking. It ain't their fault, it's your fault. When you get killed by the police, 9 times out of 10, it's your fault. They didn't have nothing to do with that. You chose that.
This guy is such a
fucking
liar.
To pull a gun out and get killed. It's like you chose the mathematical equation. This is the Pythagorean theorem. What are you going to say? What are you going to say? What's another one? I used to love math, by the way. I ain't had to do a math formula in 200 years. But let's say, you
don't like maths, man.
You're doing the square root.
This guy never liked math.
That formula is always going to be that formula. And you decided to do the square root of 16. And you wonder what happened to you. That's what's going to happen to you, man.
What?
And I don't feel sorry for you. Because the police officer shouldn't have to deal with you being an idiot.
You're the idiot. You don't know shit about math.
He's going to shoot you.
You don't know.
He has every right to shoot you because he has every right to live.
This guy
because police can sign up to sacrifice their life for you to be an idiot. So it's your fault, man. I don't feel sorry. I feel sorry for the situation.
This guy,
but I don't feel sorry for the person that decide they're gonna try to kill a cop, fight a cop, do any of that.
Oh my goodness!
And I think you should get the death penalty. You kill a police officer, like they should put you to death. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. You kill a police officer in the line of duty, you should get put to death. You molest a kid, you should get put to death.
A lot of y'all.
I don't want to hear no excuse about your childhood or none of that. You molest a kid, you kill a police officer, you get put to death.
You gonna be
it should be capital murder, capital punishment, put to death.
You gonna be put to death.
After you've got all your appeals out the way, sign them up next weekend. Like a baptism. We're doing next weekend. Everybody that your appeal is over and you did all this to these kids and all this stuff you've been doing. Come on. It's only fair. It's only law. But y'all, let me finish with this. I said I'm gonna finish a long time ago.
This guy loves.
Look, somebody say you next, Charlie Kirk Jr. I want to see you try me. How about you try me?
You're next.
How about you pull up?
Yeah. So they're gonna pull up.
How about you pull up?
We gonna
let's see who finished on this one.
We gonna pull up.
Talking all that trash. Y'all lucky I'm trying to be a Christian. I'm gonna let this go because I don't want to say nothing crazy. Y'all lucky evil. I'm trying to be a Christian.
You're evil.
And do the right thing and have good decorum. But y'all talking about Charlie Kirk's getting assassinated.
You better go in a white church.
Y'all have no idea that the law is preventing some of y'all from let me let it go.
You don't know math, man.
Y'all don't want to play these games.
You're a liar and a capper, and y'all
don't want to play these games. Y'all don't want to play these games. Y'all need to quit playing with people. And you don't bring up Charlie Kirk's name. Don't bring up his name.
Look at him smiling.
Because I'm telling you,
look at him smiling.
You don't want to. You don't want to be in that way.
Look at him. He loves.
Leave Charlie Kirk out of this.
He loves the white guys.
Y'all want to talk about getting jiggy. Leave that stuff out of this. Y'all ain't built like that. Y'all not built like this. Y'all internet thugs. So just stop talking about it. Leave Charlie Kirk out of it. Don't be trying to threaten people online and all that other stuff because this is real world. And a lot of people you talking to have the capacity, capability to handle business. So just leave it alone. And don't get bold and let Al Sharpton and them trick you into thinking that you busy because you ain't busy like that. I'm telling you. And I see some of y'all posts. I am whoever you are. I got you marked. I'm gonna look up your social media. Who else? Who else on here?
You're way
talking that talk. I'm gonna look you up. Don't hide your profile. Don't do nothing. I'm gonna look you up.
You gonna look up?
Let's see. Let me screenshot it.
You're gonna be face down in the ground.
Y'all save Kiana right here. Let me save her. I'm gonna look you up.
He's
you better
scared.
hope you ain't got nothing on your social media.
This guy is scared. He wants to look up people.
You better not have nothing on your social media because I'm gonna look you up. Don't say and because you know what I'm talking about.
He's scared.
I'm gonna look you up.
You're scared.
We y'all crazy.
You're scared.
You threatening me. I could find you.
Yeah.
You know that, right?
And so what?
You know I can find you.
And so what? We could find you.
And you threatening me on here. I'm gonna have the police come pick you up.
We gonna find you.
And you ain't about that life. Y'all that's why y'all be getting hemmed up in the first place. Out here running your mouth about something you don't know.
You don't know either. You don't know either, dumb. You don't know either. This guy is a rattlesnake amongst black people, man. This guy is the biggest disgrace to the entire black race. What kind of name is Tatum? It's like tam tararan, tam tararan. Like, what would that mean? Like, that would mean some action be going down and Tatum be going down. You know what I'm saying? His demise is coming soon. Because this is the biggest, the embarrassing, disparaging crap you could ever pull as a black man to your own black people. You know what I mean? This is some wild, yo, I hate I 9 and 10 this guy. You know what I mean? This guy is the biggest. He doesn't know math. Everything is a lie. Everything this guy says is a lie. He should be in Lion King. You know what I'm saying? This guy is lying. He said a lot of crap. Everything he said makes no sense. Right? I'm trying to remember something I had one of the worst things he could have ever said that he allowed his mouth to say. What was it again? Damn, he said some. Well, then again, you know, he rather to protect Charlie Kirk than to protect George Floyd, right? This guy's a sellout. You don't do that. God would never respect the Israelites and the Hebrew people if they were to go out and put down their own Israelites who was at fault, right? And to be providing so much protection for other races. You know, God loves when his people is biased for their people. I'm telling you, right? But not to the extreme where you're going to unalive that race of people, right? For a crime that your people did as well and never suffered any penalty. That is out of line. You know, there's always a barrier, there's always a bridge, there's always boundaries, you know. God loves when you're biased for your people, but not to such an extreme where you're willing to unalive. Once such level of evilness is in it, then God won't be admirable of it. You know, but if God sees where you are somewhat biased for your people, right? God really loves that because it's a connection is there to your people. And without that connection, it shows that you are not connected to your people. Without the bias action, you know, it shows that you're not very much connected to your people, you know, because we have to display some level of biasness for those who we love and appreciate. You know what I mean? Just like, okay, you have a family, right? And your family you was raised by, and, you know, provided for by your family, right? And someone from another family came and hurt your family, right? You may just wish the worst upon the other family. Depends on the action or whatever it is that the other family had done to your family. You know, whatever it is that they had done, you may just wish the worst upon the other family. But when your family done something bad to other family, someone with a good heart, a lot of times, they try to protect their family from being punished by the other family who they had done something bad to. And that shows that you love your family. That shows the connection of love. Because when someone hurts your family, you should be so upset with those who hurt your family. And when your family hurts someone and those people want to get back at your family, you are going to want to be biased. If you are a good person with a good heart and a loving family, you're going to want to protect your family. You know what I mean? Yes. But then it varies with people personalities, because people, they tend to, you know, there's always a line, and you know, people are different in behavior, because you'll have the family that would want to unalive you that their family have hurt. Their family will hurt you, and because you're upset and you're complaining about the hurt that they hurt you, their family may just want to off you, like, why are you complaining? That happened yesterday. It's a new day. And I've seen a lot of things like this. So people are different levels of evilness and different level of goodness. And this guy is not connected to black people, right? And we see it too. This guy, he doesn't love even his family. Okay? He loves the other race of family. He value Charlie Kirk type of people more than he values his own. You know what I mean? Like, if you are to have intelligence, right, you should be aware that a lot of how black people are acting and reacting today in society with the twerking and the bad behavior. And, I don't have any problem with women twerking, right? Even out in the street, I don't have a problem because it's the dance, right? And dancing is something good. You may want to look at it some negative way, but twerking is good in my view, right? It's something that black women, especially from the Caribbean, right, and in America, they're so great at. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to applaud the black queens for being able to twerk. But to go out in public and to behave, there's problem that I have with our black queens, like lying to the man who was the one who got them pregnant, giving the baby to another man, lying about like a lot of things, the gold digging behavior, we could go on. But we are going to defend our woman against other people, that because we know why our people act so the way they do, and slavery have contributed to it, right? And this guy here, he made it clear already on a news station, right? I think he said that he said slavery is good for us and we should be in slavery because once we got out of slavery, and that's where he messed up. He's saying that slavery is good for black people and we should be slave because once we had gotten out of slave, we were good and we were doing great and this guy is so. And then he's gonna say he loved maths. He's a liar. And America have quite a few of these grown big ass male who they fail to be real and honest and exposes themselves. He says that he loves math and then he went and talked about square root and the square root will always be the square root and that's all he said. Someone who loved maths. And then he's gonna say that he never had to practice math in over many years. In life, you never had to practice any maths from you left school and you're a police officer? You are such a liar. You are only because he's not good at maths. Because people who are good at math, they are going to see a lot of equation enter in their life for them to solve. But because this liar, he doesn't like maths. So every time some equation faces him in life, he turns the other way and walk away from it. That is why he definitely doesn't like maths. And I know that because I don't like math. But everyday math challenges face me and I walk away from it. Okay, so I know that this guy, that's the only reason why he said he never had to do any math equation for many years, because he's a freaking liar. And I told you about great level of sense and intelligence. This guy doesn't have it. He's a dumb bum. Okay? And he have said so many more things, but they're coming back. And, I'm just going to have to end it here, because my space in my phone is about to blow and overload. I need some more space, a memory card or some. You know what I'm saying? That's why I never chose to show my face in the first part, because just this little box here with my face in it, it takes up a lot of space. Just this little camera here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it takes up a lot of space. It adds a lot of space. Okay?